Hello, sunshines, sweethearts, bloody shipmates. Welcome to another instalment. Big Al, the old chuffing boots, Monger. Now stick around because you're in for a chuffing right roll tree. I tell you that chuffing now. Now, can you remember the last instalment? We was at the tavern with chuffing Lord Shagmoore, his tavern. Good episode. Well, I'm pleased to announce, ladies and gentlemen, very, very proud and pleased to announce that he's back. Lord Shagmoore is back. Are you okay, Shagmoore, baby?
Oh, wow.
Good man, top man. He's really pushed the bloody boat hard today, I tell you. He's really pushed the boat. We're not at the castle. We're not at the tavern or anything. We're not even on his estate. We're mildly, ever so subtly out at sea, on board his spectacular chuffing galleon. His vessel goes by the name of the chuffing Rumskuttle.
Rumskuttle?
Now, rumour has it, and I think it's fair to say, Lord Shagmoore, it's a little bit more than a chuffing rumour. Rumour has it that this used to belong to the late but not so great, slightly inept pirate went by the name of chuffing Short John Pilter. And I'm going to run now a quick Rose Gallery, a quick video that I chuffing put together for you of some legendary pirates, some not so legendary pirates with chuffing Pilter on, and let me know what you think. Okay, sweethearts?
Oh, Lord, oh, no, Blackbeard. Oh, Sparrows, no.
Shit, bloody, see face on that? Bloody hell, look like he'd been hit clean, flushing face by chuffing ship's anchor or mast or something. Bloody hell, this guy could go out on a double date with chuffing Quasimodo, and Quasimodo be pulling chicks.
Grumpy!
Jesus, and they reckon he was chuffing gormless. They reckon he were well gormless, this bloody Pewter. Got the name Short John Pewter because apparently they're only 4 foot tall. And occasionally, rumour had it, he put his wooden legs on and he got up to about 4 foot 11 and a half. But Jesus bloody Christ. I mean, how long, Shagmoore? How long have you had this vessel now? Is it about 12 years?
15, lad.
15 years. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think he won it originally in a slightly dodgy, slightly suspicious high stakes game of chuffing international tiddlywinks.
Weren't tiddlywinks?
Well, they weren't tiddlywinks.
No.
What were it then, Lord Shagmoore?
Drafty Colin threw his rib into gutter. I tossed my T-bone over at church spire.
Nothing surprises me with Lord Shagmoore, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing surprises me. But he was just telling me before we started filming this chuffing chat that basically he'd only had ship about 2 days. He'd won it, this bloody tossing chuffing stakes on the chuffing church spires. And he took his mates on board to have a scout around, have a chuffing sniffed around chuffing vessel. And he was saying that, do you know that old saying, inside every closet there's a chuffing skeleton? Well, they opened up this bloody closet on board, and they were a ship-bound bloody cadaver. And him and his mates, they naturally assumed and presumed that it might be the remains of the late but not so great, slightly inept pirate, chuffing Short John Pilter. So authorities come out with this SWAT team and all this shit. Carted chuffing bones away and all that. Like, did some like analytical testing on it and chuffing DNA testing. Do you know what it turned out? Chuffing it what remains of an Amazon delivery driver. Been missing for 5 years. Nobody knew where he chuffing went. Apparently he only went on board Rumskuttle to chuffing deliver a George Foreman grill. He would never seen again. So it just shows you what can chuffing happen. Right, before we get into this actual the booze elements of this chuffing video, we're not waffling on about chuffing skeletons and shit like that and chuffing ribeye steaks. I just want to say that me and Shagmoore, we've known each other years, mate, haven't we?
Oh,
long time. But I don't know if he remembers, but first time I went to Chuffing Castle. Yeah. He remembers. Went down to the castle, and also, not the tavern, but inside the castle there's also another chuffing inn, another boozy. And I had about 7 or 8 chuffing stouts.
10.
And about 7, 8, 9 chuffing whiskies. And I thought it'd be a good idea, because he's got an hovercraft, I thought it'd be a good idea to take his chuffing hovercraft out for a chuffing spin. So chuffing flashed her up, ignited her up, like, set off, went all chuffing dizzy because of booze. Bounced straight off his bloody portcullis straight into chuffing mold. But can you remember that?
Oh,
So can you remember Keith Moon? That legendary old drummer out of that band, that 60s band, Chuffing who famously got that Rolls Royce and he cranked her up and drove her straight to a swimming pool. He chuffing got jack shit on chuffing Big Al. Bloody Rolls Royce, my ass. I chuffing bounced, Lord Shagmoore chuffing hovercraft, straight off at portcullis straight into chuffing boat. Did you ever get your hovercraft back?
no.
shouldn't have brought that up, you know what I mean? Right, I can't think of anything else with Chuffing Boys it says so we're going to go now to this Chuffing Chase Spectacular on board this Chuffing Rumskuttle. First one up is the beer. Now this is BISCOFF TONKOKO. Now this is by Brew-York, and before we start talking about this, I want to put up a little video just to display the whereabouts and a little bit about what the Chuffing do. Enjoy. Hello, sunshine. I hope you enjoyed that little Chuffing caption there in the art of Chuffing York. Now it says BISCOFF TONKOKO. It says introducing our latest incarnation of TONKOKO, our iconic TONKOKO cows. Bloody hell, it's hard to Chuffing say. I've not even had a drink yet. Are back and infused with our distinct caramelised flavour. With a bold biscuity base and a soft caramel sweetness, BISCOFF TONKOKO delivers the classic flavours of an OG milk stout with the additional distinct flavour of the iconic biscuit. Now it's a 7.5%, so it's a Chuffing right ball bounce, I tell you that for Chuffing now. Right, so, especially for today, good Chuffing face, that looks like Chuffing Short John Pewter, look at it, it's like Ginger Baker. Right, Chuffing boy, I used to work for a guy that looked like that.
Sausage nose.
He weren't made out of glass. Right, let's get everybody cracked open. Oh, she's fizzing. She's fizzing, yeah, Chuffing party there, ladies and gentlemen. You might have started to detect a subtle pattern because, you know, this is the second episode where we'll be doing like kind of Chuffing beers as well as whiskies and rums and stuff like that. And I've done 2 stouts so far. Although this is more of a kind of experimental kind of stout because I did that Chuffing Mulligans it last one. That were a nice Chuffing beer. I best bloody stop there. That's good to go. I do like my stouts. I'll be doing IPAs and lagers and bitters and all sorts of Chuffing shit. But I thought I might as well start off where I'm most happy. You know what I mean? Shins up. Ah. Oh, wow. Right, so we'll put that to you. Got yours, Shagmoore.
Cheers, lad.
Nice one, me old son. Nice one, me old flower.
Yes,
We're going to be marrying it up today on board this Chuffing fine Rumskuttle Chuffing. I thought because we were going like kind of slightly parity, we'd ignore whiskies and all that stuff. We'll go into Chuffing rum.
Kraken.
Black spice rum, dark caramel. Now, I originally did a review on this ages and ages and ages ago. I think it was like episode Chuffing 3. And I did this one and I did the Arabica coffee, Chuffing roast coffee one as well, which is an all-time favourite of mine. Is that I love that Chuffing thing. Now, I go all like dreamy eye just thinking about it, but this one is a good one as well. It's a 40%, dark caramel and Cornish sea salt, and it just says on the back, it doesn't say that up there, it doesn't say bird. A rich infusion of black spice Caribbean rum, dark caramel, and a hint of Cornish sea salt plunge into an alluring salted Chuffing toffee aroma and a buttery vanilla finish. Now, ready for a bloody treat. So we'll get just a little dabble of that, pour that. Just a little dabble, because we're off Arctic Chuffing canoes later on. We ended up disappearing into a Chuffing reef last time. You've got to be careful. Just a little bloody dabble. There's no point in like kind of checking it. You could check it for tears, I suppose. Yeah, it's got a nice bit of thickness to it, but you know, you can't treat it like a whiskey because it's a Chuffing rum. You know what I mean? Different kettle of Chuffing fish. Right, put that top on there. Right, okay. So, are we ready, Lord Shagmoore?
Oh, wow.
Let's get into it. I'll just show you one last time before I slurp it. There, look. It's the old Chuffing BISCOFF TONKOKO Brew-York 7-point Chuffing. What is it? 7.5. Let's have a little bloody slurp. Cheers. All the Chuffing best. All the best.
Tasty shit.
Oh, I tell you, that bloody hits the spot, that does. Wow, there's a tremendous amount. There's a risk that actually this is usually unheard of. There's a risk that that's potentially carrying more flavour than Chuffing rum. It's a right bloody flavour, some little bloody beast. Jesus, hey, it's Corby. His bloody face now, it's all black, look.
Donking.
It's like he's got like white eyebrows. Oh, I bloody can't do that, hey. What if it's that Shagmoore?
Well, special.
Chuffing beaut, isn't it? It's very, very luxurious, very, very treacly, entirely. You can taste that BISCOFF. You can taste that kind of can. It's going to power up really well, I think, with this chuffing rum, I do. Right, but that's delicious. Now, get it chuffing bar, I'm telling you. They've got a website. You can order all this chuffing shite off the website. Let's have a little look here. It's a little snort on this one. You can smell that sea salt straight away. And the caramel naturally. So they're going to partner up like chuffing beauty and bloody beasties, I tell you. They'll think they don't like each other at first, but then they're going to fall in love, you know what I mean? Just like bloody beauty and beast. I don't know which one's beauty and which one's chuffing beast, but remember that chuffing Batman? When Joker, Jack Nicholson's Joker, he's got older bloody Kim Basinger, and he's dancing with her at the top of that chuffing cathedral, and he goes, Beauty and the Beast. He says, of course, if anyone else calls you beast, he says, I'll rip their lungs out. Good old Jack, what a chuffing character, you know what I mean? That's my best impersonation, that. Outside today, I won't be saying that. Anyway, left nostril, right nostril, chin, left nipple, right nipple, belly bin. Yeah, the old chuffing Elon Musk. Let's get chuffing Elon. Let's see what's chuffing happening here.
Shiver me timbers.
It's better than I remember, actually. It's better than I remember. And I think, let me just chase it chuffing down. And then because I'm starting to decipher these thoughts of me chuffing in. And I think there's a reason behind it, right? Because I'm saying it's better than I remember. But I use this up this neat on its own, not as a chaser. Right. So, let's do the chaser special. Okay.
It works for me, Big Al.
Yeah. That's what I think. It's in the same ballpark area to start with. A lot of the flavours are repeated in each one with the caramelness. And even kind of the biscuitiness and everything, you know, the sweetness. But the kind of stout at a certain juncture towards the end of the flavour profile starts to go one way. It goes as a typical stout or a typical beer would. It starts off sweet and then it starts to move ever so slightly into a more bitter, more hoppy kind of trajectory. Now, when you start supping the rum, you've already got that flavour still hot on your lips. It's not being poured into like an empty vessel, it's being poured into a cavern that is already salivated with chuffing flavoursome, ethereal shite. I run out of chuffing words to say. I was going all Shakespearean, and then I went all gormless as usual. You know what I'm saying? The bed was already made. The chalice had already been like kind of filled with a thin veneer of chuffing succulents. So when you have that, because the rum is sweet, but it stays sweet. If anything, it goes sweeter. So the stout brings it out like that, starts to go a little bit kind of bitter, a little bit hoppy. You bung that in, it's already on that nice, already made bed, but it pulls the hoppiness and the bitterness back into a sublime, chuffing sweet finish.
Scruffy.
So these two, I'm gonna do what I did on that last episode, because like I say, there's two ways of chasing. There's the having your drink, swallowing it, having that drink, swallowing it, or there's amalgamating them inside your chuffing trap box. So I'm going to go for an amalgamation now, ladies and gentlemen. What do you agree with me, Shagmoore?
Let's get involved.
Chuffing Bill, mate, innit? It's beautiful. Yeah, here we go. We're going to go for the all enveloping, all in at one time, chuffing. One pot cooking now. Here we go.
Beef bourguignon.
For me, don't do that. that weren't the most pleasant experience ever. On the last show, them two married together really well. Best way to drink this as a chaser is to have your chuffing stout, swallow it, and then do that. That just went all weird on me. It's like when you go out on a chuffing date, And it starts off really well. You're having a lovely conversation. It's really, really flowing. And then halfway through that, she just goes chuffing nuts. That's what happened there. That went berserk. That was chuffing bunny boiler material. But both beautiful drinks. The chuffing Brew-York, TONKOKO, chuffing BISCOFF. The bloody Kraken black spice chuffing rum. Beautiful separately, also absolutely excellent together. A marriage made in heaven, but don't mix them in your gob because it's chuffing shag. Right, I like to say adios amigos. Have a chuffing great day and a great life, and I'll chuffing catch you later. And Shagmoore, it's been a chuffing pleasure, mate.
Cheers, lad.
Bloody no, catch you later, sunshines.
Is this bloody thing safe, Lord Shagmoore?
It's time to give him back my sellotape. Goodbye.